yesterday, I wrote a novel by myself. I think it's very good. Do you want to hear it? If you want to, listen carefully. Chapter 1. How I defeated the enemies. I'm the toughest spy, and I run a section called Section 20. Today's mission, I will steal the suitcase in Section 30, which contains drones, robots, and other information about the bad guys. But it is locked in the secure vault. People are guarding it, so it will be a hard mission. But I was fearless. Just as I arrived in Section 13, trouble found me. 2 men were standing opposite the 2 doors. They were carrying big guns. I calmly walked to them, and then they shouted, "Go back there, you! We're carrying guns! You take another step, we kill you! Go away!" I stared at them coldly, and then said, "Okay, you two should calm down. Is everyone cool? Great. I'm just going to toss your gun to that snowman and kick your gun up. And while you two are looking confused, trying to think what's happened, I will just knock you two out. Let's go." Bang! 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 I knocked them out. I carried the gun and threw it away. Then I ran into the main corridor. I slowly opened my coat and pulled out 3 tiny drones. I threw them in each direction. They flew off. I wore on my glasses, and the tiny drones spotted everything. I calculated that there are 17 hostiles in each place. My greatest chance was to slip through the door that was not guarded and distract them by a grenade. Then I have a bigger chance of stealing the suitcase, that which is guarded in the vault. So then I went off. I threw the big rope and slid it down. I threw a grenade. It boomed. Everyone was distracted. I kicked one of them over. I jumped down and ran over to the vault. I can see through a distant light. The passcode was 7118. Just as I opened the vault, a man grabbed me. I kicked him off. Blood was streaming down his right arm. He looked at me and said, "You should not be here. Come, everybody." Then I looked up. The image stunned me. 100 hostiles were standing in each position. The man looked at me with his sharp, cold eyes, and then said, "You treat him well. Make no hurt. Go!" Then he walked off and murmured to himself, "That's going to hurt." I put on my hat and said, Okay, that was not in my favor. You want to do it the hard way? Yes? Okay, then let's do it the hard way. Do it the hard way. I clicked a button, and bang, people flew off chairs. Then I said, "That's a hard way." I kicked their abdomen. I swung the fist at him, and he was knocked out. I tripled one of them, and then, out of near instants, a knife came at me. I threw one of the ninja stars at the nearest lantern. The lantern fell down. It knocked out a big iron drum. It knocked out several of them. The light was beaming. I know he was off. Then I ran off, with the people still confused. I slipped through the door. Then I saw his car driving off. I chased after it, and just in near instant, he stopped. I jumped, grabbed it, and ran back. And just as I planned, I went back to section 20. I sat down in the nearest chair and said, "Mission accomplished! You can see inside there, nothing missing. Look, I had just to defeat anyone. That was not something." But then I looked, and the nearest man said, "Why does this case only have one paper?" I looked. I was stunned. I put out the paper. It read, "Dear, you want to steal all the drones, right? Then you can't. I've hid it in somewhere very secret. If you want to find it, make it hurt. Don't leave anything behind. And also, come alone. Warning." I scratched my head and said, "Yes, I will have to go on a mission again."